So here's Alan West going over the top.
People who are black conservatives, I grew up in the inner city, strong values, came from a strong military family and background. What we do is we totally invalidate the liberal social welfare policies and programs. And, I'm the threat because I'm the guy that got off of their 21st century plantation. And they cannot afford to have a strong voice such as mine out there reverberating and resonating across this country. And even more so, they're not used to anyone that says, I'm going to fight back against you.
All right, before the show, Jayar had some harsh language. Let's hope he's a little less harsh. Yes, Jayar.
I'm going to calm down.
Okay.
The thing is, this happens a lot. I'm not sure if Herman Cain did it. I don't want to lump every prominent black conservative in this, but there's always a thing saying, we Republicans keep getting labeled as racist and we don't like black people. We try to keep black people down and we don't want to accept them. But in reality, it's through Democrats with your social programs and you trying to help and you trying to do things right. So then they're on this plantation to keep black folks down in this weird circle of argument they put together. But in reality, what they never realized, which I thought today, which is what I told you before the show, they're talking to other black folks who are Democrats or maybe independents or just in general not even really paying that much of attention, just kind of living, trying to get by. And they're like, if you're not a black conservative, you're just one of these slaves on the plantation, just sitting around getting whipped by massa. It's like, you don't know how offensive that is. Like, just because you're a black dude doesn't mean you're not offending black people. Taking offense to something doesn't just mean if you have to be a different skin color. You're an idiot.
Right. Now, you're right. That's very offensive. But also, notice that there's like 4 black Republicans in the country, and 3 of them are like congressmen and Republican leadership. And one's running for president, right? Now, you think that's a coincidence? Or do some of those voters, conservative voters, love to see a black guy come out and say things like this because that's what they're thinking? You see what I'm saying?
The stuff they can't say. And it's
Right.
what we did with Herman Cain when he's like, hey. And we understood when he was talking about not delivering in black neighborhoods. I can see the general idea, but you don't have to say black neighborhoods. You can say like bad neighborhoods that do this and that, because there's some bad neighborhoods where black folks don't live. But the thing is, you'd be like, oh, well, I don't deliver to those neighborhoods. I'm not like those guys. It completely disregards the rest of the people that aren't
look,
like
come on, let's keep it real. It also goes to the irony of, have I pleased you? You see, I'm not like the bad blacks. I'm one of the good blacks. So can I be allowed? I don't want to say it. Okay. But hey, but look, why do they get to say it and we don't say it? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if we say stuff like that, people go ballistic, right? But they get to call, as JR pointed out, they get to call all the other blacks, 99% of blacks, basically slaves. But that's okay. Living on the plantation. And look at this, one last thing on this. Look at the assumption that even these black conservatives are making about other blacks, that they can't make it without the government, right? That they're hooked on the government, and that they are literally, as Jared's pointing out, slaves to the government, right? What does that tell you about the assumptions that they have about black people? And that's the other thing I'm amazed by, Jared. Do they know black people? I mean, their family's black, right? I mean, is every black person they know outside of their immediate circle who they think are the good people, right? They're all hooked on the government. They're all living off of welfare. They're all on the plantation. And of course, when they say to these white crowds, they eat it up. I don't mean just white. I mean like the conservatives that are voting for these people. They're like, yes, tell us about how the blacks are like that.
She was walking with a limp.
Trying to catch me riding dirty.
Yeah.
Do I look cooler when I do that? No, not buying it. Put down your sandwich. I need to judge who ate the most. I won, right? Did Anna win?